Hi Sagittarius, here is your reading. I have decided to start to do weekly readings with the hope of still doing monthly readings for each sign, but that does depend on time. Now, the central issue for you for this upcoming week of May 1st through to May 7th, we've got the Nine of Swords reversed. Now, the Nine in itself does talk about endings and completions. The fact it's reversed as well, it talks about how this situation should, in theory, be coming to an end. But it's talking about how you've been very much in your own head, stressing, worry, a lot of mental stress and anguish here. And possibly not sleeping very well at night. What it talks about when it's reversed though, it more or less talks about how you need to start to revive your hope and see that things may start to be slowly improving here. This is not a new energy, the fact it's a 9, okay? It shows that this situation has been with you for a little while now. But it may be your own feelings and your own thoughts now that are still keeping you trapped in this cycle. Now, what's challenging this Nine of Swords energy? We've got the Two of Pentacles reversed. It talks about juggling here, and it talks about struggling with that. It can be in connection with your finances or your work, because the Pentacles does talk about our money, our material world, our home. It could be that there has been some financial struggles. It could be that because there is this choppy water here in the background as well. So whatever it is that you're juggling and wrestling with here could be impacting on your finances, but also affecting you on an emotional state. It could also be that there is some situation going on that is in connection with a personal relationship, but where finances are an issue, okay? Now, down here, we've got the Five of Wands. It is reversed. The Five always talks about conflict, arguments, challenges, obstacles. When this card's reversed, it can often talk about how there may be some internal struggles going on with you at the moment. But it talks about how there's been external challenges. There may have been arguments within a work environment. There may be arguments between you and somebody else in regards to a personal relationship. Maybe there is arguments between you and your partner in regards to finances. There being a lack of finances, or one is spending more than the other. Whatever it is a general reading. But it can talk here about how these external struggles may now be impacting you on an internal level. And we can see that with this Nine of Swords. But like I said, you may need to change the way you're viewing this situation or thinking about this situation, or even you may need to change the way you are communicating with somebody else that may be connected to this. In your near past, we do have Judgment, Major Arcana number 20. And the Judgment card talks about conclusions, blowing that final whistle and bringing something to an end. when it's in the reverse, it talks about this conclusion not taking place. And maybe that's why you're still in this upcoming week, in this Nine of Swords energy. Something that should have concluded, something that should have been sorted out or resolved has not yet happened. And like I said, it could be in connection with your finances, your work, finances, and a personal relationship. Here we've got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about moving away from a situation, physically removing yourself. When it's reversed, it talks about still being in this situation. If you look up here, this water is very turbulent, and here the water is calmer. This is a kind of situation, it's about should you stay, should you go. This juggling, for some of you, may be juggling with a decision, whether to leave a relationship or stay, whether to leave a job or stay. The two can often talk about choices and decisions as well, okay? The Six of Swords, as I said, in its upright position, it talks about physically removing yourself from a situation. Taking your thoughts with you, but physically removing yourself from something that has been challenging and turbulent. When it's like this, it talks about the opposite, not leaving this situation, remaining in this chaos. And in your present position, we've got this Five of Wands, which, as I said, talks about external challenges, but also internal challenges and struggles. Now, your outcome is the King of Cups, and it is reversed. Yes, this King of Cups could very well be talking about somebody that you're dealing with. It could be a water sign, Cancer. Sorry, I went blank then. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. It doesn't have to be male, okay? It's not gender specific in these general readings. And it doesn't even have to be a water sign, okay? This can be talking about your own energy, or it can be talking about somebody else involved in this situation. But the King of Cups, when he's reversed, he allows his emotions to take control, but in more of a negative way. He can be very manipulative, very controlling, very moody, very sulky. He can be a bit of a loose cannon when it comes to emotions. It can talk about codependency within a relationship, and it can touch on somebody being maybe vindictive or vengeful. He is somebody that can exhibit addictive or destructive behaviour as a means of escape. It may very well be talking about you. That maybe whatever this situation is for you, by the end of next week, we're going to see you with this King of Cups energy, whereby you may be coming across to those around you as being moody or sulky, or overly emotional, but maybe more in a negative way. There's something here that needs to be sorted out with this Two of Pentacles. You are either juggling with a choice or a decision, or you are wrestling with some financial situation. This card is often referred to as having to be the master juggler. And when it's in its upright, it talks about how you're managing to juggle this situation. In its reverse, it talks about how it's becoming a struggle, how it's very difficult. It's something that's definitely been carried through from last week, if not last month. Because with this Judgment card, this situation should have been brought to a conclusion, and it's still continuing here. And it may very well be that at the moment you're very indecisive. It may be that you are juggling here as to whether to stay in this situation or whether to walk away from it. As I said, it's a general reading. For some of you, this is talking about a work situation. For some of you, it's talking about a personal relationship. But there's definitely been some conflicts, some arguments, where people are not listening to each other. And it's caused this mental crap and mental stress and anguish within you. And until you make this decision, or until you can reach the point where you make this decision about leaving this situation or resolving it, you may very well find that you're going to end up in this King of Cups kind of position whereby it's making you behave in this negative way in regards to your emotions. If this is a financial situation that you are wrestling with, either with work or a partner, it's going to have to be resolved. Whether this is you wrestling whether to stay in a particular job or leave, it's got to be resolved. Whether this is financial struggles and issues within a personal relationship, again, it's got to be resolved. But I don't see this situation being fully resolved in this next week. So, Sagittarius, that does bring your weekly reading to a close. As I always say, I do hope it resonates with somebody, okay? And I'll be back again next week. Until then, thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. It means a great deal. Thank you. Bye.